I hate bullshit affirmations of I am a money magnet, I am a millionaire, like all those things people say. It's like, no, you're not that thing yet. And something you and I have talked about and we've talked about in other mentorship circles we're in is like, you know, when you're saying those affirmations or when you're writing down, like, I am becoming the type of person that eats healthy, right? I am becoming the type of person that flosses every day. I'm becoming the type of person that practices the drums 1 hour a day. I'm becoming the type of person that's not scared to make the sales call. I was just talking about this yesterday that I'm going to get, my wife's going to kill me when I come home with it. I'm going to get the word becoming, you know, ... ellipsis. I'm going to get that tattooed on my forearm because you know me well enough to know that like I fall into these things where it's like 90 days hard charging. And then it's like, oh, well, that was just a thing I did, not a person I'm becoming. And then I gain back the weight or I lose focus on the telling my wife I love her every day. But if you're becoming something, it's like, okay, well, I don't have to have a lot of guilt around if I miss a day or if I fall off the wagon. It's like, because I'm not saying that I'm that person, right? I'm not the triathlon, but maybe I'm becoming the healthiest version of myself. I'm becoming the best version of myself as a leader. I'm not there yet. I make all kinds of leadership mistakes, but like that idea of becoming something is almost more fascinating to me and more like motivating than being, right? Because once you are something, you're like, oh, cool, I arrived. I can play this Pearl Jam song on the drum, but becoming the person that could play that Pearl Jam song on the drums, that's kind of more interesting. I don't know if that's what was in your mind when you're writing this chapter, but I feel like you and I have had enough conversation around this that like it's going to be a tattoo on my arm.
Yeah, I mean, everything that you just said is quite honestly straight out of my book. I did talk about affirmations being bullshit. I did talk about writing them as they're happening, not that they've happened, because your brain very much knows when you're a fat piece of shit and you're lying.
Right.
So yeah, we definitely talked about that, and we definitely talked about, you know, not being hard on yourself and knowing that life's a journey. We all run into things. You know, I talk about the seasons of life. I even touch on, you know, life is. The cover of the book is an ocean wave, and you know, part of me doesn't want to like give my interpretation because it's kind of like, you know, like Pearl Jam, you brought them up. They stopped doing music videos because everyone like interpreted it a different way. Than they were just like, I want people to interpret it the way they want to. But one of the things that I did mention in the book is like, life is very much like this ocean wave, right? Like it's building, it's swelling, like it hits this peak and then it fucking crashes. And then it slows, right? And then there's almost like this drawing back into itself, right? So I've gone through those seasons of like, hell yeah, man, you're like at the peak, right? But then it always like comes down and kind of like pulls back into itself, and then you start a new wave, right? And so I don't know how I got on that, but yeah, man, we're always becoming. You don't ever hit a finish line. There's always something more.
I love it.